What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Got a great video for you guys today from former President Trump. Before we jump into this, just wanted to let you guys know we have a brand new channel. It's linked in the description below. This channel is going to be awesome because along with our normal commentary and normal style videos, we're also going to be doing different clips that are going on from the Senate, from the House, just little video updates, so it's not just hearing about it, but you guys can see actual footage of what's going on. So we noticed there's not a lot of places where you can really see a lot of that stuff, and it's definitely important things. God knows MSM won't tell you anything about it, so we felt like it was kind of a little bit of a hole in the market and wanted to try and plug you guys in with that information. So yeah, let's dive in, check that out, link in the description below. Alrighty, former President Trump's legal team has amended his class action lawsuit against Big Tech to incorporate additional class representatives and more censorship stories provided by everyday Americans. According to the America First Policy Institute, Trump's lawsuit against Facebook, Twitter, and Google is adding additional censorship experiences from some of the nearly 65,000 people who submitted them to the Institute. Late last night, amended complaints were filed in the Big Tech lawsuits against Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Twitter, Google, and all their CEOs, AFPI said. Since the initial filing on July 7th, nearly 65,000 American people have submitted their stories to censorship through the America First Policy Institute. So obviously, if you guys have stories, definitely submit them. American First Policy Institute, so I'm sure a quick Google of that. Constitutional Litigation Partnership, and it's at takeonbigtech.com. Exactly how it would sound. Take on Big Tech. TECH, for those of you that wouldn't know what tech abbreviated is, not TAK. I hope I didn't need to say that. Trump had said at a conference outlining his plans for the legal action that he expected thousands of people would join his lawsuit. Several people invited to speak at the press conference shared their experiences of what they said amounted to censorship by social media platforms. Joining us this morning are just a few of the many Americans who have been illegally banned or silenced under the corrupt regime of censorship. These brave patriots are included in the lawsuit, and thousands more are joining as we speak. Thousands more. They are all wanting to join. This will be, I think it will go down as the biggest class action ever filed. AFPI said in its statement that Trump's amended complaint includes additional censorship experiences and incorporates additional class representatives, including Dr. Naomi Wolf and Wayne Allen Root, individuals on opposite ends of the political spectrum who highlighted the bipartisan needs to protect the thoughts and voices of all Americans, regardless of political affiliation. Honestly, nice to know that there are a few people out there from the other side that understand how absurd and dangerous this is. You know, one thing I always said from the get-go is I was like, you know, you can be all about who's getting censored now, but it's the principle, because if it happens once, it'll happen again. And if it happens on this scenario, just wait till it happens on that scenario. If it happens on this issue you don't care about, just wait till it happens on the issue that you do care about. You know, it's all fun and games and like, oh, look, they're taking down the big bad orange man, until 5 years later, you're getting censored. You know, and that's the thing that I think they're understanding is like, look, it's not like this will happen once. It's not like they'll censor Trump and then it'll never happen again. That was their way in. They knew they could convince everyone that it was okay because enough people would get behind censoring Trump. Now you gave them an inch, now they're going to take a mile. You know, now it's not going to just be Trump. Now it's going to be a lot more people. And that'll be something that continues really intensely if people don't wake up to how dangerous this is. I've gotten so many emails from other reporters saying, I really admire you. I'm so sorry you were deplatformed. And when I would say, well, can you say that publicly? They universally said, I would, but I'm really afraid of being deplatformed. And I've seen the self-censorship that has gone on in the wake of some high-profile deplatforming of journalists, she said. That was Dr. Naomi Wolf who said that. Trump had said at a recent press conference that his suit centers on protecting the First Amendment's right to free speech. We're asking the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida to order an immediate halt to social media's companies' illegal, shameful censorship of the American people. And that's exactly what they're doing. We're demanding an end to the shadow banning, a stop to the silencing, and a stop to the blacklisting, banishing, and canceling that you know so well. Our case will prove the censorship is unlawful, it's unconstitutional, and it's completely un-American," added Trump. Twitter, Facebook, and Google had said that they banned Trump over, well, you know what, we don't even need to go into that. So anyways, let's cut it off there. Interesting stuff. Look, if I'm being transparent, I don't have a lot of hope for this suit because I think a lot of judges are corrupt, you know, I mean, there's that, but I think this goes way too against the narrative of what they're trying to do, and it's, you know, people don't want to admit it, but these are private technology companies. It just is what it is, and as much as I don't think it's right, I principally, I think it's wrong. Legally, I'm not 100% sure what they're doing is. And that's where I'm like torn about this, because obviously I agree with Trump and I hate it. I've been banned, I've had accounts banned, shut down, all, you know, you name it. I've experienced it too. And it doesn't really bother me. It's you know, I mean, the principle of it does, hear me out, but I'm saying I don't let it like affect my life. But at the same note, I don't know if I necessarily blame them, because like I feel like technically they're allowed to do what they want to do. Do I think they're all evil? Yeah, 100%. But I think they're finding a really crooked, sneaky way to operate within the law and do some pretty unconstitutional stuff. So my issue is, I don't think you sue these big tech companies. Like, I don't think that's how you win. I think you got to dig into that Section 230 stuff. I mean, that's the stuff that allows them to operate as the law of this world. You know, I get the censorship is bad. What I'm more concerned about is all these accounts that post child pornography and get away with it. It's like active engagement for it on Facebook and Twitter. Kid stuff, violence. I mean, there's videos of people getting murdered on the internet. It's like you can find any crazy dark thing out there, and so much of it's on Facebook and Twitter. And my concern is always that it's like censoring's evil, yeah, but the issue is this Section 230 stuff allows them to post stuff like this and get away with it. They can control what they want to do. How do you think they've gotten away with having such insane stuff on their platforms? Because it's a lawless world out there. The internet, there's no government in the internet, it feels like. You got the dark web, and then you got these tech giants that are dominating everything. They are controlling everything. Talk to anyone who works in data analytics, anyone who does forensic audits, anyone who does any type of career job like that, and they will all tell you the same thing, that if you understand the internet and how the internet came around, you know, the internet was supposed to be a solution for marketing. You know, the whole thing with marketing was always that you only know 50% of the coin, right? You only know one side of the coin. And so, you know, the old saying was, you know, you didn't really even know what you were paying for when you were paying for marketing. So the internet, I mean, the essential goal, I'm sure there was a much more dark and evil one behind it as well, but the central goal was to create this world where you knew the entire other side of the coin. So there was just, you know, it was arguably, it was meant to make journalism more objective versus less, you know? And so it became this big marketing tool of just like profiling and creating just, you know, instead of what it should have been, it became this thing where now people are profiled and sectioned based off of, you know, their interests, their buying behaviors, all these different things. And so where at one point we thought, oh, we'll have, you know, the other side of the coin finally with the emergence of the internet. On the other side, there was a whole plethora of problems that were unforeseen there. And I don't know how you go back, is my thing. I don't know if you can. I don't know what that looks like. As much as I love this, like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be all that opposed to it being shut down entirely, the internet. I mean, can you imagine? How would we all live our lives? It would be crazy. No one would know what to do. But man, sometimes that seems like what it would take, because you can't control it. You definitely can't control the internet. You definitely can't govern it. So what does it really take? Obviously, that's very extreme measures, but my point being is that this whole thing came about, you know, we had honest intentions, we wanted to make this world a better place, and this internet seemed like, oh, the expansion of knowledge. But what it's been created and turned into is something much, much darker. It's far from its roots of just, you know, being the other side of the coin. Now there's a much dirtier side of the coin. But anyways, I'm blabbing. Let's cut this video off. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay safe out there more than anything, guys. Check out the new channel in the description below as well. And stay tuned for more updates.